How do astronauts deal with confinement syndrome in space? Have you ever thought about what it's like to live in space for an extended period? Astronauts face unique challenges, especially when it comes to confinement syndrome. This syndrome refers to the psychological and physical difficulties that arise from being in a limited space for a long time. Let's take a closer look at how astronauts manage these challenges while aboard spacecraft and the International Space Station. Before heading into space, astronauts undergo extensive psychological training. This training prepares them for the isolation and stress that come with living in confined environments. They participate in simulations that mimic spacecraft conditions, which helps them learn how to cope with stress and anxiety. Team-building exercises are also part of their preparation, helping them manage interpersonal dynamics and maintain a positive mindset. Once in space, astronauts follow a structured daily schedule. This schedule includes work, exercise, rest, and leisure activities. Regular physical exercise is essential. It not only combats muscle atrophy and bone loss caused by microgravity but also helps improve mood and reduce stress. On the International Space Station, astronauts use specialized equipment like treadmills, stationary bicycles, and resistance devices designed for weightlessness. To combat feelings of isolation, astronauts can communicate with their families and mission support teams back on Earth. This connection is vital for their mental health. They also engage in recreational activities such as reading, watching movies, and playing musical instruments to keep their spirits up. The environment aboard spacecraft is carefully managed to support astronauts' well-being. For instance, lighting is controlled to mimic Earth's day-night cycle. This helps regulate their circadian rhythms and improves sleep quality. Sleep disturbances are common in space, but these lighting controls and scheduled rest periods help mitigate those issues. Astronauts receive psychological support through regular monitoring by flight surgeons and psychologists. These professionals assess their mental health and provide counseling when needed. Crew members are also trained to recognize signs of stress or depression in themselves and their colleagues, allowing for early intervention. The design of the spacecraft takes into account the stress and cognitive challenges posed by confined spaces. Noise control measures are implemented, and astronauts often use noise-canceling devices to create a more peaceful environment. In summary, managing confinement syndrome in space involves a combination of preparation, structured routines, physical exercise, psychological support, environmental controls, and social connections. These strategies help astronauts maintain their mental and physical health during their extraordinary journeys beyond Earth.